What's going on, everyone? It's Twist here. Welcome back to new content. Finally, new content. After like 4 years of uploading the same thing over and over and over again, I figured, hey, maybe I should upload something else than just rank that I basically play on my streams anyways. Obviously, the only day that I actually decide to record something, well, let me just show you. There's some crazy shit going outside my window. There's like such crazy background noise. I'm trying to limit it, and hopefully you guys don't hear it. But yeah, let me just show you what's been happening all this morning. Like, I'm just here trying to record a video, you know, not get any background noise, and then look at this. Look at this. What is this, bro? They literally pull up with the big machines. Like, come on, I just want to record. Alright, so now that we have that out of the way, hopefully you do not hear the background noise, as I said. But actually, this is the first time that I'm actually gonna beg you. I'm gonna beg you to leave either a like or a dislike. I'm not gonna beg you to leave a like. I just want you to rate this video, because this is a completely new type of content for me. So I want to know if you guys enjoy it, or if you want the old stuff back, you know, Twist, upload rank, blять. So just tell me which one, whether you want to see these type of videos, then leave a like, or if you want the old rank back and you don't want to watch my ranked on streams, you only want to see ranked videos, leave a dislike, I'll appreciate it. Anyways, today I thought we would go over Critical Ops ranked maps tier list. This is a list created by myself. I know, this is awesome. I create lists for myself to fill now, but like I didn't see a similar tier list to this one. Haven't seen really any videos on it, so I thought, hey, let's just go over it. Probably Coolmark has already done this on his stream, and I'm just like, you know, second as always in these things, but yeah, let's just do it. There are 8 rank maps that are currently in the pool. So basically I'm going to go over each one of them. I'm going to start from the left, I guess, and just explain what I like, what I dislike about them, and then finally put them in a category. Wait, I should delete the elite row. Yeah, so the categories that I made is GOAT, short for greatest of all time. So basically the maps that I really like, that are my favorites. Then nice map, which is, you know, just a good map. Then it's okay, which is, yeah, you know, if I get it in ranked, it's fine, but not really my preference. And then yikes, which is I don't want to ever play that map again. It needs a rework or something else. Alright, so let's start, shall we? So the first map that I see here is Bureau. Bureau is one of the first maps in Critical Ops. I think it actually wasn't the first. I think the first ones were like Plaza or something. Plaza was for sure one of the first ones, but Bureau got added in like 2016 or 17 from what I remember. I think just when I started playing, like 4 or 5 years ago, they added Bureau. And honestly, it hasn't really gotten any changes, maybe some lighting upgrades, you know, but in general, I think Bureau is a very solid map, and for that, I'll place it in the GOAT tier. It's also one of my personally favorite maps. I just think it's greatly designed, and it's actually quite original, you know. You don't really see maps like Bureau in other games like CSGO, for example. So yeah, I'll place Bureau in the GOAT tier. I really like the map. Oh, and I want to mention one thing. This is like purely... What is... Oh, and I wanted to say one thing. This is going to be very subjective. Like, you guys will probably get a completely different tier list, you know, if you do this. So this is basically what I feel in heart. And, you know, there is some analysis. There is some, you know, technical stuff that kind of makes the maps better or worse. But at the end of the day, this is my personal rating. So, again, leave a dislike if you disagree with me, I guess. The next one is, what was it? Canals. Oh, I couldn't recognize it because it has, like, a new... You know, the 3 pictures are new. Anyways, Canals, also one of the OG maps, one of the first maps in the game. And Canals is personally my favorite map of all time. After a rework, I have to get kind of adjusted to it, you know, just because I'm used to the old Canals. But Canals is honestly, in my heart, my best map ever, so I'll put it in the GOAT tier. I really like Canals. And again, this is subjective, but yeah, Canals, my all-time favorite map. Then we move on to one of the newer maps added, which is Port. Port is a very CSGO-like map. Like, a lot of people have said this, including me, and I do feel like Port was one of the first maps where Critical Ops actually tried to, like, you know, try different things. Like on this map, there's so many things that you can jump on, so many places where you can throw utility and all of that, so I do think that Port is a great map. Personally, I don't really like it, maybe because mid-control is so important. Like, if you're on the Coalition side and you don't get mid-control, the Breach will almost always win, or they'll have the advantage, and for the Breach, it's even harder. If you don't take mid-control as Breach, you can pretty much only go belong, right? So, for that, I think, like, there needs to be something added in mid area so that Coalition can't, like, basically check all angles that Breach is gonna peek, except for that belong area. So for that, like, I actually want to place Port in a nice map, but I feel like there's something needs to be done with mid, because even though Port is a great map, and like I like where they're going with Port, and I hope all the maps that are added next are like Port, you know, the same utility usage and spots and angles to hold are possible. But I feel like because of that mid area that I quite dislike on Port, I'll put it on it's okay category. And also rotating from B site to A site is quite hard. because you can basically never rotate through mid, right? So you have to go like all the way back to forklift to spawn, and I feel like the rotations could be a bit faster on port. So yeah, I'll put it in the it's okay category. Next, we have Legacy. Now, my team is called Team Legacy, and it's quite funny that I really dislike Legacy. I liked Legacy when it wasn't reworked, but I feel like with the rework, it has just been made more hard to play for the breach side. Like, this is a curse for the people who watch my streams. You know that if I get like Legacy is the first game that I get often. I don't know why, but I like half the time that I have a stream, the first game that I have is like Legacy breach side, and you guys know how impossible it is to like do anything on that breach side on Legacy. Like, you can honestly get like 2 rounds on the breach side and feel proud of yourself, and you're actually going to come back on the coalition side. So because of that, I'm going to put Legacy in the yikes category. Yeah, I feel like Legacy was a nice map, then it dropped down to it's okay after a rework, and now it's just yikes. Again, don't take this personally, you know, this is like my personal assessment or whatever, my subjective assessment, but yeah, I really dislike what they've done with Legacy. It's honestly the only rework for a map that I hate. All the other reworks I think made the map better. Legacy one, for me personally, yikes bro. Now then, we have Grounded. One of the OG maps as well. I think it was the 5th map added. Maybe 6th. I think it was the 5th map added, yeah. It definitely was the 5th one. And there was like a long break, like 2 years break basically, until they added another diffuse map. But Grounded is one of the OG maps, one of the favorite maps for the pro scene, I feel like. When I casted for Circuit, I saw so many games being played on Grounded. And honestly, it's a great map. It's greatly done. I do feel like since the rework, they made the B site very hard to attack. I think Phoenix made a video on this, like how the B truck was made from basically a skilled position to hold to something that is very hard to counter, and even noobs can just camp there and get kills. And even though I don't agree with like Phoenix, he just like complains a lot more than I do nowadays about critical labs, but I do agree that that B site and the rework is like not good for Grounded. So because of that, again, I would have put it in the GOAT category before. Personally, not really my favorite map, but I can see how it's greatly done and it's great for competitive play. But now I'll put it in the nice map category, just because I feel like that B side is now very hard to attack for the breach side. And also we saw that in Pro League, you know, when I casted, players normally always went to the A side or like tried to go B if it was like a rotation. But yeah, it's just different. For me personally, again, Grounded goes in the nice map category. Could have been GOAT if they fixed that B truck position. I put it in the GOAT category. But for now, nice map. Alright, next one, Plaza. I think one of the biggest OG maps in Critical Ops. I feel like this is the first map that people played in Critical Ops. This might have actually been like the first map. I'm not sure. I didn't start playing that early, like in 2015, but from what I've seen from the early footage, I almost always see Plaza. So yeah, it's a very OG map, and personally I like it. I know a lot of people hate it or dislike it, but for me, I feel like it's a nice map. And honestly, I kind of disliked it more before, but now since the rework, it has been more balanced. Now for the breach side, it's actually easier to win rounds. Plaza was a very coalition-sided map, same as Legacy. Like back in 2017, 2018, you couldn't really get more than 3 rounds on the breach side. So I think the rework actually worked very nicely for Plaza. And I like the variety, you know, you can snipe on Plaza, you can play shotties, there's a lot of things you can do, you can utilize almost all weapons, so I do think that Plaza is a nice map. There is something holding it back, I'm not quite sure what, but yeah, again, in my heart, it's in the nice map category, maybe in the GOAT, maybe, but there needs to be something, I don't know. I'll just leave it at nice map. Alright, next one is Soar. Soar is like a map that we've never seen in Critical Ops. It was the last map added to the competitive and ranked map pool. And just for that, you know, I always like change and I always like novelty. So I really like Soar just because it's different. It's not the same thing, just copy pasted and with different textures. So because of that, I like Soar. I do think there's a huge problem on Soar, where on the breach side, it is very hard to check all angles. Like for example, if you go mid, it is basically impossible to check all angles if you're pushing mid. You have to like let something go, right? And I feel like for the collision side, there's many spots, especially the stairs, that you can hold B from. You know, the stairs directly right next to the car, basically, right next to the Lambo. I think those stairs are really bugged. Like it is, if you don't have a smoke on your breach side, you're dead. Like you can't counter it. I feel like that stairs position is kind of bugged. But either way, I'm gonna put it in the nice map category just because it's very innovative. It's different, and I do like it. You know, so I feel like Soar is gonna go in nice map. Yeah, I would put it like it's okay gameplay wise, but because Critical Ops is trying to do something different, I kind of want to put it in nice map. No, you know, actually, no, I'll put it in it's okay. I'll put it in. I haven't actually played Soar enough, And yeah, I'll put it in it's okay. There are definitely some problems with Soar. Yeah, let's leave it at that. I know how indecisive I am with this tier list, but you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna leave it at it's okay. And last one we have Raid. Now Raid was one of my favorite maps actually, if not my favorite before the rework. I don't know why, but always when I played Raid, I used to get like 30 bomb almost every game. I'm not saying this like to brag or anything. I'm just saying this that, you know, I really liked Soar and I really thought it was a good map. But yeah, since the rework, Raid has really dropped in my ratings. Like it honestly would have been in the GOAT category or in the nice map category for sure before, but now I feel like I have to put it in either nice map or it's okay. I saw that they did some updates to Raid in the recent update where basically it's not so easy to spam the green box on belong now and whatnot, so I'll give it the benefit of the doubt and put it in the nice map category. I do feel like it's a good map. Personally for me, again, it kind of dropped from that GOAT category. This is like the only other map where I think the rework well, this is the map where like rework was good, but for me it just didn't work out. You know, I just couldn't adapt, I guess, to the rework. Legacy rework was terrible though. The light, especially the biggest problem with Legacy is that you can't see anything. Like if you peek mid, most of the time you just don't see the players. I feel like they kind of updated the lighting, but in my opinion, the lighting is really messed up on Legacy. Like there is some serious issues where you just can't see players like you do see them on other maps. They just blend in with the environment, with the shadows, because there's so many shadows in Legacy. So yeah, this is why I put it in the yikes category. Again, sorry, I'm very sorry if Legacy is your favorite map or whatnot, but you know, personally, I'll put it in the yikes category. Alright, so I think that about completes it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Again, please leave a like if you like the video and dislike if you don't like it. This time I actually need to know if you guys want to see more this type of content, you know, more non-ranked content, since I do play only ranked on my streams. Subscribe down below and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.